Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel Safety Learn with Shailesh. I have made this channel to give some awareness to all my fellow friends about some topics related to safety. Through these videos, I am trying to give you some clear picture about some selected topics. So today for you, I have selected a topic which we are normally and extensively used in the oil and gas industry. It's all about TLV, PEL and REL. You may probably know about TLV and PEL, but the word REL may sound new for some of my friends. So let us start our session. Here you can see the three words TLV, which stands for threshold limit value, PEL, which stands for the permissible exposure limit, and REL, recommended exposure limit. The words are related with the exposure of a person with chemical substances and physical agencies. You all are well aware of the chemical substances found in oil and gas industries. Some familiar chemicals which you might have gone through your day-to-day work are H2S, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, chlorine, benzene, airborne dust, etc. etc. Some physical agents includes those of noise exposure, vibration, ionizing and non-ionizing radiation exposure, and heat and cold stresses. So, this TLV, PEL and REL will give you a data of how much a patient can be exposed to such chemical substances and physical agents. So, let us have a look at the definition of these words. Since these three words represent the exposure of a person to chemical, physical agents, it almost have a same definition. So TLV, PL and REL is the maximum airborne concentration of a chemical substances or a physical agent and represent conditions under which it is believed that nearly all workers may be repeatedly exposed day after day over a working lifetime without adverse effect. That means a person can work in a hazardous atmosphere where a chemical substance is present or a physical agent is present on every day throughout his lifetime, but the exposure will not pose a harm to his body or health. For example, let us say the permissible exposure limit or threshold limit value of a particular gas is 10 ppm. That means a patient can expose to this gas with a concentration less than 10 ppm in day by day over a work lifetime without having any problem to his health. Let us have a look to the three subcategories of these words. The first subcategory is TWA or time weighted average. That is the average exposure on the basis of a 8 hour per day or 40 hour per week work schedule. I am not going in detail about the TWA because I am planning to do a separate video on these three subcategories of PEL, TEL and REL. Just for your understanding, you should know that for every PEL, TEL or REL, we have three subcategories. It is TWA, then ceiling value, which is denoted by C, and the third one is short time exposure limit, which will be called as STEL. Ceiling value is the absolute exposure limit that should not be exceeded at any time during the work time. Short time exposure limit is the maximum concentration of a gas a patient can be exposed for a period of 15 minutes. Now we have learned that TLV, PEL and REL are almost have the same definition. All these words indicate the maximum concentration of chemical or physical agent a patient can expose day by day throughout his lifetime without having any adverse effect. Now let us have a look on the difference between these words. Let us have some details about TLV. Threshold limit value or TLV is a reserved term from the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists. You can see here that a R is written inside a circle whenever a TLV or ACGIH is written. It shows that it is a reserved term which can only used by American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists. Moreover, it is not a regulatory requirement but a recommended guideline. We can see recommended guideline is highlighted in red. So it is not a regulatory requirement. It is not a legal requirement. ACGIH has 677 chemicals with TLVs. TLVs are published annually in a booklet containing exposure guidelines for many commonly used substances. So let us have a look on the PEL. Permissible exposure limit is a legal limit in the United States for exposure of an employee to a chemical substance or a physical agent. Here you can see it's a legal requirement. PEL are established by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. In OSHA regulations, PEL are exposure limits to hazardous substances referenced in CFR 29/1910.1000, table Z1, Z2 and Z3. If we look at this table Z1, Z2 and Z3, you will get the permissible exposure limits of different substances. OSHA has approximately 212 chemicals with PEL, whereas we have seen that for TLV around 677 chemicals were added in their table. Let us have a look on the REL or recommended exposure limit. It is a reserved term from National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health or NIOSH. REL is not a regulatory requirement. So PEL was a regulatory or legal requirement, but REL and TLV is not a regulatory requirement, but a recommended guideline for upper exposure limit to hazardous substances. NIOSH is governed by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, whereas OSHA is an office within the Department of Labor. So no REL has ever been adopted by OSHA. OSHA is taking only values from TLV. Let us go to the conclusion of these words. The PEL, TLV and REL are measurements that identify the upper exposure limits of a hazardous substance based on 8 hours of exposure. Here you can see that the three words almost have the same definition and same meaning. The PEL is enforced by OSHA, whereas the TLV and REL are not. So OSHA is an agency of US Department of Labor, established under the Occupational Safety and Health Act. It is established to ensure that employees work in a safe and healthful environment by setting and enforcing some standards. So if your company is following OSHA standard, then you have to go for the PEL value of a chemical substance or a physical agent, not the REL or TLV value. PEL is legal, whereas TLV and REL are just guidelines. PEL and TLV's TWA, that is time weighted average, is for 8 hours, whereas REL for 10-hour shift. So the TWA of REL is always 10 hours unless it is specified. Hope you might have understand the definition and difference of these three words. If you feel that this video was helpful for you, then please subscribe it and press the bell button for getting notifications whenever new sessions are uploaded. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.